Good morning, everybody. You guys are live for the Azul Freediving Challenge 2021, September 2021. This is the 28 people doing the competition. There is already a few PBs announced, some national records, so it's going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward. So today we are all together with Julian Durt and with Alejandra Lopez.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
And myself, Julian, the organizer of this muchísimo sol. Va a ser un gran día, nada de lluvia que molesta el streaming. So I think we're going to have a lot of sun today. It's going to be fun. And we're going to start with the 4 challenge. And so Pepe Salcedo was the first diver supposed to go for the challenge, but he did not show. We will see if they give him a chance to do the dive later. I guess this is to be discussed with the judge. But so the first one going is going to be Max Gardien, and he announced, so obviously 70 meters because this is the challenge, and he announced to do it in 2 minutes and 22 seconds. So él va a intentar una bajada en 70 metros perfecta en 2 minutos, perdón, 2 minutos y 36 segundos. 36 segundos. I made a small mistake. This is going to be a dive in 2 minutes and 36. So for a quick reminder, the idea of this dive is to do the dive in exactly the time announced. So yesterday he did something close. I'm not really allowed to say, but he did something pretty close. But I think Pepe was closer. And today we have also 2 other people who's going to be doing the challenge. We have Pedro Tapia and we have Roberto Guzman, who are going to do this challenge as well. So Alejandra was actually asking me why they are not competing today. It's simply because they want to do it in free immersion or in constant weight, and because they have PB way above 80 meters, they cannot be doing the competition. They have to be in the challenge. And plus, I think they like the idea of doing it, so that's why they are here.
Okay.
In your opinion, which one of the 4 is going to be the closest today?
Well, we have one left, that is Pepe. Probably will show, probably will not. We will see. I think my favorite one is
Roberto. Max last year nailed it. Max did it perfectly last year.
Yeah,
he announced 236 and did exactly 236. So he's a very strong challenger. Yesterday was not as good, but we have 2 more tries to do it. And this is he's going soon. Yeah, the official top is already done. He has 30 seconds to go. So let's give him a chance. He's packing. Here he goes. That's it. Dive is gone. So the diver going is Max Gardien. Here's a little profile of him. So he's from France. He's a strong diver. He used to compete a lot. He used to be part of the French team. I actually met him with the French team in Roatan in the World Championship. You were there too?
No.
No?
No.
You were not on that edition? But that's where I met him. Explaining to us yesterday. But he's, I think, focusing a little bit more on poker and some other games like this right now. But he's still a strong free diver, and the 70-meter dive for him is something that he should be able to do quite easily.
Yes, he's very, very strong. And yesterday he didn't want to reveal the secret because he's very clean in his dives. He's also, as you mentioned, very experienced free diver. So he's one of the favorites.
Oh, that's it. I think he's already on the way up. I see the safety guys going. I don't know if you guys been. Safety says. 1 minute 45 seconds. That was just now.
Julian, did you know if Max did a warm-up dive or he went straight like this to the
I
70 meters?
I think he did not make any warm-up dive, but I'm not
Okay.
sure. I didn't really look.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, he just said.
See you for the next one.
So he should be coming up in 36 seconds. He's gonna do this. 2 minutes
2
15
minutes
seconds.
15.
He should be very soon. 30 seconds. 2:30.
It's coming up.
Oh!
Coming up.
Oh wow, that
Voila.
was really close. I think he was late maybe 1 or 2 seconds. He has a tag. His protocol is already done, so showing that it's actually pretty easy for him.
Yes, he's very, very clean. It is impressive.
I think he tried to be just a little bit faster than yesterday, but he needs to go just a little bit more to make it the perfect time again.
The good thing is he'll have one day to make some adjustments in
Yes.
case he's not right on his time today.
But remember that part of the challenge is that he will not know what exactly is the time that he made.
White card.
White card for him. All right, so the next diver is already going. You can see him with his white hat. He's connecting the official gauge right now. And this is our dear friend Roberto Guzman. Strong athlete, competitor. He was national record holder in CNF until yesterday. Pedro just took it. I was kind of hoping or expecting that he will try to get it back. But I was talking with him, and I think he didn't train so much for it, and he preferred to stay safe and focus on the challenge for the coming days. And so it's going to give a little bit chance of Pedro to keep that record, but I know he's going to train and try to get it back.
Of course. Because he also is very, very close to that mark as well.
Oh yeah, he's very
Pedro
close.
just add 1 meter to the.
Just 1 meter, yes. And I believe his PB, non-official, to Roberto is quite deeper than that. So he has the ability to do it, but obviously it's not an easy dive. You need to train and be prepared for that. He's been teaching a lot lately, and probably wasting a lot of energy with this. So he's coming a little bit more like a vacation time to do this competition.
So Julian, on this dive, Roberto will go constant weight by fin.
Sorry.
He will be competing in by fin, Julian. You can confirm that to me?
Yes, he's doing it in by fin. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so the other athletes are doing it in free immersion. He's doing it in by fin. So let's see.
Here's a little bit of time, so I'm going to show you the profile of our friend, which is right here. Here he is. All right, so Roberto Guzman from Mexico. You can see he's actually sponsored by Bonassi. Bonassi is a local brand, 2 Italian bros that created that brand a few years ago here in Mexico. Produce some products in Mexico. They also bring some products from Italy, but they've been branding Bonassi. They do scuba diving gear. I think it's a little bit more focused on, dive school, like buying basic gear that are tough and reliable and not so expensive. But I've been talking to the owners a few days ago, and they are coming with a line designed for freediving.
Oh,
And
wow.
this is why Roberto is actually one of their athletes. They're gonna have long blade fins, proper freediving wetsuits, and all this basic gear. So let's see.
Interesting for the new free divers.
Yeah, exactly. Something not so expensive, good
Yeah.
quality, and available, because sometimes with all those freediving brand, it's just hard to find, and so it's good. And it also shows that our sports is growing a lot. No, if all these brands are going for that, it's getting there. 10 seconds. So
Well,
10
maybe.
seconds. All right, he's taking. Here he goes. The noodle goes. Good duck dive, and here it is.
Yes,
All right.
Roberto.
I don't know if you guys can hear the judge on the show, but he basically says the announcement. So Roberto Guzman going for a 70-meter dive. Dive time announced 2 minutes and 14 seconds, 70 meters in by fin. So he's actually a little bit faster than the previous challenger, but that makes sense because he's gonna go in CNF, in constant
By
weight by fins. So he should be a little bit more powerful.
Can you explain? Well, maybe you already tell it, but can you remind me why Roberto is doing it in by fin and no in free immersion like the other one?
Well, because the challenge doesn't precise the discipline, so you can choose the discipline you feel the most comfortable and the one you're going to be the most accurate. I think for most free diver, it's a little bit easier to control the rhythm in free immersion.
Mhm.
I would personally do it in free immersion as well. But I think he wants to train as well and work a bit on his by fins.
So it's a good exercise. He's already
So here it
start-
is. That's a touchdown. He's already going. So I'm going to switch to this camera. And obviously anything on the buoy, because he's going a constant weight. So there is actually, if we will see a sign on the buoy, something was probably wrong.
So
Did you take the time?
I forgot. Again.
Julien, you
I
didn't
know,
take
sorry,
the
I'm sorry,
time.
sorry.
You didn't take the time. But the judge is gonna say. So get ready. When you hear things, we start it. Two minutes. No, that cannot be. This was 1 minute or 2 minutes?
2 minutes. Say.
They said 2 minutes.
That's too long.
No, he's only look 10,
Oh, it is. Look. How much you got?
212.
212. Oh,
Thank you
that's
for
really
playing.
close. That was really close. What did you say? He announced 214.
And on my watch, look at Max. Max realized that maybe Roberto did something great with the perfect time
So here's the tag. Here's the tag.
on his first attempt. Let's see.
Careful. Oh, he got the tag. If he didn't get the tag, it would have not been right. But he got a tag. So we take the time ourselves like this, but obviously what counts is the average between the two official time from the judges. And sometimes, dive computer are not exactly saying the same than the judge, because the dive computer starts. Oh, here's white card, obviously.
White card for Roberto Guzman.
She's my favorite one for this show.
I think Alejandra has a crush on Roberto. I understand. I have a little crush too. I have to say, Roberto was working with Panamaya for a year and a half or so we know each other from a long time, and then just right now we did collaborate again for the CNF workshop. By the way, this CNF workshop was a success. Everybody really enjoyed. For the collaboration between Roberto and us, because we had good setting and he has a lot of experience in CNF, and every student was really enjoying this. So yeah, me too. I have a little crush on Roberto, I have to say.
So he's the favorite one.
He's the favorite one. All right, but careful, because the following diver is going to be Pedro. Pedro Tapia is a kind of new free diver in Mexico.
But also one of the favorites as well.
He's definitely one of the favorites. He's the one who won the past edition. with mostly dives around 70 meters. So he's a strong free diver. Since then, he went to different competition and got even more experience, and he became a very strong diver. And so now he cannot even compete in free immersion anymore. You can only do the free immersion, the challenge.
And if
And-
I'm not wrong, he has started on this competition, right?
Exactly. Last year, in September last year, for the second edition, no, the first edition in Yumkin. Huh?
That's correct.
That was the first edition in Yumkin. Pedro was just starting freediving with Blackfin, and that was the first competition. He did 35 meters, and 1 year after that, he's on the challenge doing 70 meters. And remind you also, yesterday, he won the national records with 73 meters in no fin. So very strong dive yesterday from Pedro. And let's see today if he can reach the time he already announced. So it's a time of 2 minutes and 40 seconds, free immersion, 70 meters. So let's see how Pedro is going to be.
Going back to you saying that he has a national record in CNF. I think it's pretty impressive. I mean, 73 meters. I'm not sure what's the ranking in the nations, but that definitely brings Mexico in some of the best nations in freediving right now. Actually, the Caribbean Cup, which is a very strong competition, this year they made 2 editions. First edition, Roberto Guzman won it. Second edition, Pepe won it, and Pedro won the CNF. Pedro is going to be a DNS. So I have some notification saying that Pedro is going to be a DNS. He's not going to do the dive.
Alors,
So we're going to talk about him a little bit anyway. So I'm going to put his profile on it. So Pedro Tapia, here he is. So I think it's a DNS. I'm not so sure why. I guess he wants to recover and take a day off. And maybe try deeper tomorrow for the national record. So we're going to have a little break right now. And the next diver is going to be Oscar Reyes.
Oscar today is going to try meters.
So this means that the challenge is over for today. So we're gonna
Yes.
start again with the challenge tomorrow morning.
But
Maybe Pepe.
hopefully, Pepe arrives on.
I don't know. I think technically he's not supposed to dive. So for now we can say it's
That
not
is
gonna
over for
happen. If we do it, it's gonna be at the end of the day. So stay tuned, and maybe around 3:50 this afternoon, somebody will be doing a challenge again. Otherwise, it's gonna be for tomorrow morning.
Coming back to Oscar, just want to say that for him today is a PB, personal best in 10th for the 28 dive on no fin. So let's see how relaxed he is.
So we have a little bit of time. So we have a guest.
Yes, please. Welcome, Pierre.
We have Pierre.
Bonjour.
Bienvenue.
Maybe
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome.
you want to switch to
Welcome,
French or
Oh, I can try in English, maybe.
let's do it in English.
My
Better
English
in
is good.
Spanish.
Entiendo, pero hablo muy mal.
All right, so this is Pierre Thibault, a French athlete, actually affiliated to AIDA Mexico.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's not very common. Pierre is kind of a new diver, but he's going to tell you more about his experience. And he's been training with Panamaya, so I'm kind of
Yeah,
proud of him. He's part of the team. And
For sure.
so,
Yeah.
introduce yourself.
I used to freedive, I think, since I was a baby by myself. You know, my father was a French swimmer.
Okay.
So he used to put me in the water, and I used to go under the water. That's something that I do to be relaxed and to see some fishes, you know. And then I used to freedive since a long time by myself, but I'm just taking lessons since not much time, and so that's why I discover to dive with the rope and to go deeper and deeper. And it's for me, it's great. Each dive is great experience, you know.
So what are you going to do today?
Today I'm gonna do free immersion 57.
Okay.
It's a great dive for me because 5 meters more than my PB
Ooh.
in free immersion. And yeah, so I just want to be relaxed. I want to feel good, and it'll be good.
What is it that you enjoy most in your dive?
Oh,
Which
for
part?
sure, free fall.
Free fall?
Oh yeah. I can
Okay.
close my eyes, and you feel, I don't know how to say that, but aspiré,
The negative buoyancy.
yeah, by the bottom,
Falling, literally.
Yeah, and it's the best part. You have to be relaxed as much as possible, and yeah, for me, it's the best part.
Pierre is one of those lucky free diver that since the beginning can actually equalize without his hands. So he's a hands-free diver.
Wow.
So he didn't know he was lucky until he showed up here.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you ask all the free divers
Yeah.
here, maybe there is like 5, 6, 7 people who can actually do hands-free. So you're a lucky man. How did you dive without with hands-free?
I can go to 50 without hand, and then after 50, I have like a barrel, and it's much difficult to equalize by BTV hands free. So I need to pinch my nose after 50.
As all the rest of the people.
Like after 50, you become like normal humans. Thank you. Yeah, very quick progression, but you've been doing great. Yesterday you did a 40 meters CNF.
Yeah, CNF.
How did you feel?
Yeah, very, very good yesterday. It was, and it was a good first dive for me, because it was a dive, the deepest dive I've never did in CNF. But I wanted also to be a dive which que je devais être relaxé.
That you have to be relaxed.
I have to be relaxed, and yesterday was a very perfect dive for this. And
Wow.
It was the perfect dive yesterday. So good dive for the first day.
No stress with the competition setting and stuff?
No stress with the competition sitting and stuff, no, but with the storm, yeah. A little bit.
I was going to ask you.
I was like that. You're in the water and lightning. Wow, it was difficult for me to. But safety team are perfect, and one of them say to me, "You have to be relaxed. You don't lightning. It's just it can't hurt you." So yeah, it was very good experience.
For the people who are following us and was not here yesterday, we had a big storm. Big thunders. We even had to stop the competition for about 20 minutes because the lightning was really close.
Yeah.
So we all decided to get out of the water. We cut out the streaming and protect. And unfortunately, it's been raining a little, pretty much for the rest of the day. So that's why we didn't go back to the streaming. But today is a sunny day, so no storm to scare anybody.
Yeah.
So we should be able to do a good free dive.
For sure.
All right. Anything else you want to share with us?
Thank you to invite me here, and I hope it will be a great day.
All right.
Wish you the best for today, Pierre. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.
We're gonna switch on. Yeah, we are. We're gonna switch on the boy where Oscar is getting ready.
So Oscar is always hugging his little crocodile. Every time I go training in the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've seen him with his crocodile. So I'm not sure, but it looks like he's more relaxed with him.
Yes.
Okay.
It looks cool.
What about the real crocodile?
Yeah, the real crocodile. That's a good question. For people who never been to the cenotes, we actually here in the cenotes we do have some crocodiles. So not in that specific one, but you can find easily crocodiles in cenote. Don't worry, people; they are not dangerous.
Very friendly
They are
crocodiles.
friendly. They're usually not so big. Of course, you need to be careful, but it's a chance also to have the crocodiles here. And photographers are usually very excited because they are in clear water, so we can have good shots of crocodile. If you like Instagram, you can check out my Instagram, and you will see some crocodile pictures.
So maybe the crocodile will give him some luck. That's why he's always
Some
bringing it with him.
confidence.
Feeling protected.
Feeling protected, exactly. As it is a big crocodile, I think that if there is one little one here,
On
it
the
will be
first plan, you guys can see this guy with the hat and the yellow box. So this is the official photographer. He's taking picture of every single athletes. We're gonna be obviously sharing that with you guys on social medias. He's using a different gear that you probably see in around freediving. This is actually a housing that is made for surfing, and so the difference is that this housing actually floats, because if you're taking into a wave, the housing will stay up. You can see it has a flat dome instead of a circular one. So it helps to actually take footage, not so much wide angle, which is good for what we want to do, because we want to take the divers really close, and also you don't have so much drops staying on your housing. Me on my personally on my housing, it's works perfectly underwater, but on the surface it's not as good. So looks like we have the right gear to take good shots of all these people coming out.
We are.
Official top. So the official top is now. He has 30 seconds to go.
Sticking here. Here we are. Entonces, we have Oscar Reyes from Mexico, intending a constant weight dive, no fin, 28 meters. Let's see how it's going to be for him. Maybe we can switch on the profile of Oscar.
So Oscar is more usually doing more constant weight by fins, but he's trying to get a position on the overall. So he's going to try the CNF. His duck dive seems to be good, efficient.
We already have a safety going down
He's
because
going safety down, yes. It's kind of a shallow dive for the safety divers. They have fins and they're all instructors and they all very comfortable in the 40-50 meter area.
he's coming up.
So it's a kind of easy for the safety team to take care of that. But it's not easy for the guy going without the fins, obviously. The crocodile is still here.
Waiting for
waiting
his
for
master.
Oscar. Yeah.
I think the safety diver didn't realize how close was this crocodile.
Coming up.
Here he is. No slip. Sign. I'm okay. I've seen his mouth moving. I didn't hear it, but I saw his mouth moving.
He has
And
the
he
tag.
has the tag.
He has the tag.
So let's wait for the announcement of the judge. It should be a white card, but who knows? Oscar seems to be good on the buoy.
He's looking at the watch. Was it an early turn?
No.
No, he showed
Oh, he showed the tag?
Showed the
He showed
tag.
the tag? Okay, I
Yes,
didn't pay attention
He
to the
showed
tag.
the tag.
So the judge are now discussing to make sure that everything was respected. And it's a white card.
Good job, Oscar. So new personal best for Oscar with 28 meters in constant weight, no fin. It's also a young freediver, huh? It's like 1 year, something like this.
Probably a little bit more. He first took, I think he took his basic courses with actually us, with Pranamaya. And lately he's been training a lot with Blackfin. So this is also what I like about the community here. You know, we have a lot of athletes taking the courses with the different schools from around here, and then from there, you know, it's always better to go and train with more people and get knowledge from many other people, and then you get the tips from a little bit of everybody. And then if you get the experience from all those instructors, you know, there's things you're going to keep, things you won't keep, but it just makes you a stronger diver, you know.
Oh, they are setting the line for the
Alright.
next diver. The next diver will be Daniel Inkel from the US. He's gonna try to make a free immersion dive to
37.
37 meters.
So Daniel Lincoln has been training with Ruben in the past days. I'm not sure if they are training together in general, but he seems to be very happy to be here, excited. Let's see how it's going to go today.
Today for Daniel is gonna be a new PB also if he reach the depth. It's around 35, something like this, I guess. It's a PB for Daniel. Let's see how it's gonna be. So the line is set up. Daniel is putting floating device to get prepared. Moi, je suis sur le style encore. Tenemos que acostumbrarnos a la por ahí. Los tres estamos mirando por acá y se ve un poco.